My beloved child, do you believe I can change everything in the next 21 minutes? That I can lift the pain from your body, silence the storm in your mind, and ignite healing in your very bones? Then listen carefully, because what you're about to receive is not just encouragement. It is a heaven-sent intervention. These next moments are holy, set apart, ordained, and if you dare to believe, not someday, but right now, you will witness my power move in your life like never before. But you must stay. You must listen. You must open your spirit completely, because I am ready to pour out 3 declarations that can alter your destiny. And by the end, you won't just feel different, you will be different. Now breathe and step into the miracle I've already begun. Do you trust that in the next 21 minutes, every trace of pain can recede, each ailment depart your body? Do you trust that I, the one who molded you and shaped your cells, am fully capable of restoring you in entirety? If you do trust, then I shall unveil 3 miraculous expressions, 3 proclamations brimming with potency, 3 affirmations that hold the power to alter your life. Yet before I share these words, I need you to grasp something. These are not magical incantations. This is not a miracle derived from mechanically repeating a string of phrases. These words are truth, words infused with the essence of life, words recorded in heaven. When you declare them with absolute conviction, they will unlock the floodgates for my strength to stream into you. You have to voice these words in total confidence, with a heart that surrenders wholly. No uncertainty, no pause, no capacity for skeptical notions. As you speak them, envision yourself standing before my throne, witnessing my hands extended toward you, my gaze filled with strength and love. Recite them each day. Let them permeate your breath, the cadence of your heartbeat. Allow them to saturate every cell of your being, every thought, every stride you take. While doing so, you will begin sensing a shift. Pain will diminish, and what was once deemed implausible will begin to manifest. Your body will regain vitality, your soul will be made whole, and your faith will ascend to new heights. Ready yourself now. Draw a deep breath. Release all your heart's burdens and direct your attention onto me. Right at this moment, as I speak, I am touching you. The 3 proclamations: I am not afraid, for the Lord is with me. Fear is the adversary. It is the murkiness that slips into your mind, prompting doubt and causing you to lose sight of my pledges. Fear does not simply carry anxiety. It constrains you, rendering you powerless and immobilized, even when I have already paved the way. When you stew over sickness, over the pain lodged within your body, or over the uncertainties of the future, you cede control to fear. You grant it entry into your thoughts, obscuring the faith I have instilled in you. Fear always brings doubt. Doubt in my might, doubt in all I have promised, doubt in the love I hold for you. It tricks you into believing you fight alone, that you are lacking in strength, that you can never escape your present reality. It whispers falsehoods, insisting you are unworthy, that healing evades you, that miracles don't belong to you. But my dear child, those are simply lies. The very second you assert that you are unafraid and place your confidence in me, you have conquered the central opponent of faith, fear itself. When you declare, I will not fear, for the Lord is with me, you accomplish something mightier than any weapon. You wage war upon the darkness. You shatter the chains that aim to confine you. My child, are you aware that by having the courage to stand firm in faith, you no longer struggle alone? Do you understand that by affirming my presence in your life, all of heaven intervenes on your behalf? You are not left alone in this fight. You are not wrestling with pain, sickness, or looming worries in isolation. There is one who surpasses all, contending for you. When you dismiss fear and choose to believe in me, you open the gateway for my might to pour upon you. You enter a domain where miracles are not merely something you hear spoken of, but something you partake in daily. You grant me, the omnipotent, the healer, the guardian, permission to act in the unique ways only I can. The Lord is my healer. My child, this is not a casual sentence. It is a fact. It is a resolute and immovable vow established since time began. Uttering these words is more than speaking. It is crossing into a spiritual dimension where my healing power washes over you. This is not some loose aspiration, not an unreachable fantasy, but a truth that endures. Once I trod this earth, restoring sight to the blind and strength to the lame. I touched those with leprosy, those pushed away from society, and renewed them, not merely in their bodies but within their spirits. I stood by the tomb of the deceased, and with a simple command summoned them from death's shadows. However, my beloved child, I am not solely the healer of ages past, nor a fable limited to former eras. I remain the same today, tomorrow, and always. My might has not diminished. My mercy has not waned. My healing transcends temporal or spatial constraints. It is ever present to anyone who leans on me. When you declare, "The Lord is my healer," you exercise a power exceeding any medication, outshining any cure available on earth. You entrust your very self to the only one who reigns over your form. You proclaim that illness cannot claim you, that pain will not enslave you, that no verdict from man can overrule my decree. I alone hold the ultimate word concerning your life. In the name of the Lord, I receive healing. My power is never remote. It stands poised, ready for you to embrace it. When you make this declaration, you throw open your heart to a miracle. You doubt no more, you do not waver, but you extend yourself in total faith, accepting what I offer. You do not beg like a beggar. You claim it as my cherished child, as healing stands among your possessions, yours from the very start. My child, speak forth these words. Say them with unswerving conviction. Repeat them day after day, not because you must convince me, but because you must train your thoughts to align with truth. You will then observe the contrast. A glorious serenity will clothe you, and an indescribable delight will flood your heart. Within 21 minutes, should you rely entirely on me, you will start to feel healing surge throughout your being. Remain anchored in trust. My child, remain steadfast in your faith in me, for I am the Lord, maker of every created thing. I am the one who called forth light from the dark, fashioned the cosmos from emptiness, who anchored the heavens and the earth. I also secure your destiny in my grasp. No situation eludes my ability, and there is no request of yours that I cannot heed. Be persuaded that not only do I note your petitions, I can do infinitely beyond anything you imagine. You have lived through moments of doubt, nights marked by fear and anxiety. You have wondered if I paid attention, if I actively intervened in your life. But my precious child, bear in mind this: I am the timeless one. I stay constant. I am the one who parted the Red Sea for my people to traverse, the one who provided for them in the wilderness, who enabled the crippled to walk, the blind to see, and the deceased to breathe anew. I remain unchanged, yesterday, this day, and forever. No force can unsettle me. No cosmic power can overshadow my name. My child, grasp that faith is not a vulnerable hope. Rather, it is the gateway to the miraculous. Faith is more than a fleeting wish. It is absolute conviction, unyielding belief in my promises, in the truth of who I am. When you believe, you are not merely hoping a miracle might happen. You stand firm upon the bedrock of my word. You insist that I am who I proclaim, the omnipotent, the loyal one, the Redeemer. If your trust is sincere, your spirit will no longer be weighed down. Grumbling will vanish from your lips, replaced by praise, for you will know I perform my will at the perfect moment. The world tells you to see first, then believe. But I say, believe before you see, because faith does not hinge on physical evidence but on my dependability. Do not wait for circumstances to shift prior to placing your trust in me. It is only by trusting in me first that all things can shift. Faith is not an emotional surge nor a temporary solution, but unreserved obedience. Obedience even when the road is still obscured. You will encounter times when your heart trembles, when challenges surge like tempestuous seas, when my promises appear distant, and when your hopes seem to wane. Nonetheless, remember that you are never on this journey alone. In faith, my hand clutches yours. I do not guarantee a path devoid of difficulties, yet I vow never to abandon you. Even if floods rise, I will safeguard you. Even if fire encircles you, I will cloak you, ensuring you are not consumed. My child, learn to rely on me while the resolution is still beyond sight. Trust that although you see no transformation, I remain active. Rest assured that upon prayer, I have heard you, and your faithful steps have already nudged open the entrance to miracles. My child, do you know that such faith gladdens me beyond any sacrifice? When you believe, you surrender your innermost being to me. When you believe, you declare that you belong to me, and that you know I am benevolent, I am mighty, and I am trustworthy. When you believe, it is not lip service. You conduct your life by faith, clinging to what I promised, confident that I am operative, though your eyes have yet to witness results, and assured that I uphold my word. None of what I have decreed will ever prove void. My child, do not let doubt stifle your faith. Do not let fear dim your vision. Your adversary will labor relentlessly to fill you with terror, persuading you that I have overlooked you, that my pledges lack substance. Remain resolute. Let not your heart be toppled by the world around you. Let not the gale of adversity cause you to disregard what I have spoken, because once I speak, my word stands firm. Offer your faith to me. Let your spirit become robust in my presence. Don't only request a miracle, anticipate it. Don't just hope for release. Be certain that I have already broken your chains. Don't merely wonder about my grand possibilities. Be assured that I will. Praise me before you witness the miracle, for in doing so, you affirm understanding of who I am and trust in what I'll accomplish. My child, keep in mind that faith isn't about passive waiting. It is venturing on the waves like Peter did. When you believe, you don't stay put. You press forward fearlessly, assured that I will respond. As you believe, you swing wide your heart's doors to receive the blessings long prepared. Faith is not intangible reverie. It is the driving force that stirs heaven and earth, the beacon that brightens the blackest night. Do not allow your human eyes to dictate your faith. Believe that you stand healed even when outward signals haven't yet shifted. Believe that I am enacting wonders in your life, though your environment appears unchanged. Sometimes, my loftiest works don't accompany fierce winds, thunderous peals, or instantaneous revolution. They come like a mild whisper, like silent waters flowing where no one observes. Never forget, healing doesn't always arrive in an abrupt flash. Sometimes it unfolds in chapters, a story of me holding you each day, directing you one stride at a time to restoration. By trusting me, you do not passively await a miracle. You progress within that miracle even now. Your healing took root from the moment you entrusted yourself to me. When you believe that I am operating within your life, anxiety doesn't overtake you, even if you see no immediate changes. You won't be rattled if events fail to align with your expectations, for you know that I am active, even in stillness. Settle your heart in my reliability. Let your spiritual vision observe what mortal eyes cannot yet detect. While walking by faith, you do not depend on what meets your eyes or ears. You depend on the certainty of me, the one promising your healing, the one declaring that nothing exceeds my power. Cease confining your mind to the boundaries of time and current conditions, for I am not constrained by hours or governed by human regulations. A single word from me can reshape eternity, and a single decree from me can alter the very essence of impossibility. Reflect on my deeds in Scripture. When Naaman approached Elisha, he anticipated a swift miracle, some grand display. Rather than conform to his assumptions, I instructed him to dip himself 7 times in the Jordan. It sounded unremarkable, unglamorous, but by obeying, he was healed. At times, healing does not appear the way you supposed, but in following my instruction, believing in me, you will behold outcomes beyond your grandest envisioning. My child, believe that I keep working on the days when you see no visible shift. I keep working on the days your energy wanes. Even if you sense fragility, I am strengthening you. Let your heart rest in calm. Pause, inhale deeply, and acknowledge that you are never alone. Recognize that I am at work right now, that my hand is over you in this moment. Know that healing isn't solely a future prospect. It resides here, in this very time, the breadth of my compassion and favor. My precious child, open yourself wide and accept the love, the benevolence, and the healing strength I have set aside for you. Let your heart yield its trust, for I not only call you by name, but I love you with an eternal devotion, one that is not contingent upon your successes or failures. You need not struggle to achieve my love, nor must you show yourself worthy of my favor, for I chose you before you even drew breath. I named you personally. I have known each breath you inhale, every hurt you keep hidden. On this day I proclaim this to you: accept what I present, for you are deserving. My child, I realize certain times your heart falters, when you question your fitness for compassion, for pardon, for renewed health. I know you've confronted your mistakes, known your flaws, relived your lapses, but, beloved one, do not permit these matters to obstruct the gifts I want to give. I do not measure grace by human standards of merit. I give because my love for you is beyond condition. My child, never let yesterday's errors convince you that you cannot come close to me. Never let the world's clamoring or the anguish in your heart persuade you that you aren't fit to receive all I have in store. I see you not with condemnation, but through eyes brimming with mercy. I am unmindful of your past deeds because, when you approach me in contrition, I erase every remnant of your old life. Just as the wide ocean engulfs each wave, my grace cleanses every transgression, so you may stand in my presence unstained. My treasured child, fear not to draw near. Do not dread rejection. Do not question whether my love hides some hidden clause. When I summon you, I do not call upon someone flawless. I call the real you, with every scar, frailty, apprehension, and even the unrevealed hopes no one else knows. I know you often believe you're too weak, too flawed, too far from perfection to merit my devotion. But realize, my child, in your frailty is where my power emerges. In your most broken place is where I will reconstruct in ways you cannot foresee. Recollect that my selection of you was never based on your achievements. I chose you because you are mine. My child, lift your gaze and behold the expanse of my mercy. I surrendered my only son so you wouldn't have to exist in dread or disgrace. If I have provided you my greatest gift, why would I withhold any lesser blessing? Trust that I stand ready to uplift you, to mend you, and to replenish you, not for what you've accomplished, but because I treasure you. Don't permit your shortfalls to form barriers against all the good I wish to bestow. Society might deem you insufficient, claim you cannot triumph, claim that change is beyond reach. But my child, you weren't fashioned to heed the world's script. You were destined to walk in my call, in my vision. Shun the fixation on your weak points and direct your focus to my loyalty. Cease fixating on what you can't do and draw on my unstoppable might, me who renders impossibilities feasible. Know that my healing extends beyond your physical state. I mean to restore you to wholeness from within, addressing the raw hurts unseen by anyone else. I see the deep scars you carry, the dread you decline to admit. I watch you when you're wakeful at night, when you blame yourself, when you sense you are undeserving. But my child, I assert your inestimable worth. Your value does not hinge on human acclaim. It arises from my direct involvement in your life. Draw close to me, my child. Invite my love freely. Let me pour my grace into you, wipe away your tears, and cure the invisible lesions in your being. Let me raise you above your anxieties, so you may walk confidently, certain that you are adored without limit. My child, you are not cast away nor disregarded. I, your Creator, know you and love you. I chose you, yes, not as a model of perfection, but because I hold a flawless blueprint for your existence. You do not need to labor to make me love you more. My affection for you is already complete. You need not worry that I might abandon you in the days ahead, because my devotion for you is infinite. Widen your heart and accept. Let no hindrance separate you from my love and blessing. You don't need to earn it. I have already affirmed your worthiness. You don't need to validate yourself. I have already verified your value. Come to me, my dear child. so I may satisfy you with a love that is timeless. Believe you are never deserted. Believe you are never overlooked. Believe that my work in your life is ongoing and that I shall never depart. You are worthy of devotion, worthy of healing, worthy of dwelling in my radiance. Throw off each chain of shame, terror, and doubt, stepping into the liberty I ordained for you. Because, my child, you are not merely worthy, you are loved with a steadfast love. Rely on my perfect timing. My child, allow your heart to cling to me entirely. Let your mind find rest within my presence. Resist leaning on your finite logic, for I am conducting undertakings you cannot currently detect, revealing plans that outstrip your understanding. Do not attempt to decipher eternal matters with your limited viewpoint. Practice placing every shred of trust in me, even if the road is invisible, even if everything about you appears unsettled. Have you not learned? You perceive only fragments, whereas I am the artist painting the grand masterpiece. You may observe just the ruined portions, but I am reassembling them into something breathtaking. Remain calm if you cannot see the finale, for I labor in places beyond your view, setting each part carefully so you may, at the appointed hour, comprehend the entire vision I designed for you. If you encounter trying days, when life's gales escalate, remember that I stay in charge. Visualize a ship on a vast ocean. When a gale springs up, the crew might be terrified, yet the captain knows that though the wind buffets the vessel, the destination stands firm. I am your captain. I know your course, and I know precisely where to lead you. My child, consider the events behind you. Revisit those instances when you were convinced you'd never pull through, only for me to carve a clear path. Think of those times you were adrift, only for me to rescue you. Though you cannot decipher the scope of my actions, trust that I never err. I am not one who abandons what I begin. Whatever I started in you, I will complete. Sometimes you may feel enshrouded in darkness, struggling to glimpse the faintest gleam of hope ahead. Yet, my child, don't cower. I am not only the one advancing in front of you to clear your path, I am also the one bringing up the rear to shield you, and I walk right beside you to accompany every step. Whatever transpires, regardless of your feelings, I stay with you, never forsaking you. I recognize there are instances when you wonder, Lord, are you really watching me? Are you truly listening to my requests? My child, I not only see you, I understand every breath, every desire of your heart. I see every tear that flows, every apprehension burdening you, every word you murmur in silence during the night, and not a single circumstance eludes my care. Rely on me, even while you still lack tangible answers. Firmly trust that I fashion every piece to serve your ultimate benefit. Though you might not yet grasp it, one day, when you reflect, you will discern that everything I orchestrate has profound significance, that each interval of your life was woven with purpose. My child, you stand at a fork when tempests rise, to either flee in fear or to secure your unwavering trust in me. When Peter strode on the sea, he stood firm as his focus stayed on me. The moment he regarded the waves, letting fear triumph over faith, he began sinking. My child, the lesson Peter learned is likewise yours today. If you look at your predicament, you'll be engulfed. If your gaze stays on me, you'll discover my omnipotence, my devoted love, and my enduring loyalty. Outcomes may still appear elusive. My pledge to you might remain unfulfilled, but do not be dispirited. Your schedule is distinct from mine. I am never behind schedule, nor do I fail to recall my word. Even when you believe you have waited excessively, remember that I am not stalling. I am ensuring all is readied in the best possible way. My child, still your spirit in my constancy. Let not dread rob your joy, nor doubt obscure your faith. Remain mindful that I promised never to abandon you, never to desert you. I love you with a love that never changes. No matter how often you slip, I wait by your side, prepared to lift you up. No matter how far you drift, my arms stay outstretched, eager to embrace you back home. Raise your face and walk in trust. Let serenity fill your thoughts, because you are not struggling on your own. Proceed with courage, for I have gone ahead to forge the route for you. Live in gladness, knowing that everything I carry out benefits you. Acknowledge that no hardship is pointless. Acknowledge that no affliction surpasses my power to convert into glory. Recognize that regardless of the situation, I continue to reign, and know that in my arms you remain always guarded, always loved, and never alone. Speak aloud my assurances. Let my words function as your guiding beacon, the unyielding ground under your feet. My words are vibrant, dynamic, imbued with authority to turn events around, to shift fates, to spark life in what seemed irredeemable. Every declaration of mine bears weight. Every oath I make stands true. Declare that you are healed through the sufferings I endured. Let these sentiments be carved into your heart, not merely recited, so you confidently grasp that your healing isn't a hazy desire, but a certainty enacted before time. When I absorbed that suffering, when I bore those lashes, in that hour, I took hold of your illness, bearing what was meant for you, enabling you to walk fully restored. My child, when the world sows panic within you, remain unyielding, proclaiming me as your mighty stronghold, affirming that no attack set against you will thrive. Society may conspire, the enemy may engineer strategies against you, but nothing surpasses my omnipotence. If I raise my hand in your defense, no adversary can touch you. If you find refuge in my wings, no arrow can penetrate. I am not only your Lord, I am your champion, your defender in battle. My child, be not silent in turmoil. Let your voice resound with my affirmations. Let my words serve as the razor-sharp blade wielded in your hands, crushing deceit, overcoming trials, and shattering every yoke placed upon you. Do not let your surroundings shape who you are. Do not allow this world to declare what's feasible and what's not. Let my word remain your anchor of truth. Pronounce that I have chosen you, that you remain never forsaken, ever cherished, ever protected. Proclaim that I am the God who mends every hurt you have. Believe that sickness holds no realm over you, that discomfort is powerless to imprison you, that no prognosis from mankind signifies your last hope. Only I can decree the conclusion of your path. State that your being, body, soul, and spirit belongs to me, and in me you are healed, renewed, and reborn. My child, do not store faith merely in your mind, but allow it to be voiced from your lips. Say aloud that for me, nothing is unattainable, no barrier can hinder me, no environment restricts my activity. Whenever others assert it cannot be accomplished, remember, I bring the impossible to fruition. If you stand at a fortress that appears impenetrable, recall that I brought Jericho's walls down with the trumpet blast and the mighty cry of my people. Reveal these truths, not only verbally but wholeheartedly, with unwavering confidence. Let your pronouncements be more than empty noises. Let them emerge as fearless declarations, rooted in absolute faith in me. For when you proclaim my own words, you align yourself with my authority. You usher my presence to exceed all boundaries in your life. Do you understand? Once you believe, once you fearlessly affirm that I am Almighty, the healer, the worker of wonders, you commence experiencing my presence tangibly. You will no longer feel that I am remote, but you will know me as near, as close as your own breath. The ones who accept my word, who risk walking by faith, shall see my extraordinary actions firsthand. My child, let your tongue pour out these proclamations. Arise and profess that my hand is moving in your life. Declare that I am creating pathways, even if you have no clue where one might materialize. Assert that your miracle does not linger in the distance, but has already begun from the moment you placed your confidence in me. Let your heart remain firm. Let your spirit blaze with faith. For each time you announce the truths I have spoken, the mountains you encounter begin shifting. Those old stumbling blocks, those terrors that once secured your defeat, those forces that once tripped you up, they will shiver under my might. When you speak my promises, when you remind the world that I am the God capable of any wonder, the unshakable is stirred. The obstructions you saw as insurmountable lose their footing. No peak stands too tall for my power to flatten. No valley is so deep that I cannot accompany you through it. My child, survey your own story and see how I have been present from the outset. Remember each occasion I rescued you, supported you, and directed your steps. Never let difficulties push away recollections of my strength. Never let hurdles cloud you from recalling that the God of might stands ready in your favor. Stay unwavering in faith. Declare that I do not fail. Declare that I do not abandon you. While you pronounce these certainties, do not falter within. Do not allow skepticism to creep into your spirit. When you declare that I am the miracle worker, trust that miracles even now swirl about your life. When you call me the healer, trust that my healing saturates you. When you say I battle for you, trust that I have lifted your burdens already, and that I engage the battles you cannot wage alone. Let your affirmations be more than an impulsive gesture. Let them become your daily essence, an immovable faith, a rock-solid stance. Greet each dawn with acknowledgement of my might. Let every obstacle be a springboard for announcing that I am the Almighty. Let every storm you confront spur you to proclaim my activity boldly. So, my child, fortify yourself with courage. Open your mouth and speak. Let your words ring not merely with hope, but with assurance. Assert that you are wondrously crafted, that I am your healer, that for me there are no impossibilities. Be convinced that as you affirm these truths, I am functioning, maneuvering, intervening in your existence in ways that surpass your highest imaginings. My most precious child, as you lift your voice to proclaim the truths I have instilled in you, take hold of them not only in speech, but in the innermost depths of your being, in faith and unwavering confidence in me. Let these declarations penetrate every part of your soul until they cannot be separated from who you are, until every breath resounds with my truth. When you repeat the words I have given, do not perceive them as common statements. Allow them to serve as the base of your faith. Concentrate on their every syllable. Let them root themselves in your thoughts. Do not utter them in passing. Proclaim them with resolute belief that I bring my declarations to fruition. When you let my words lodge in you richly, they will reform not only your thinking, but also your identity, reshaping how you see yourself, shifting how you navigate this life. In taking this step, letting my words flourish within you, you will discern the grand motion of my hand in your body. That which tormented you, that which burdened you, that which dragged you down will gradually recede. You will experience a compelling transition, not due to your personal power, but because I am acting inside you. Your faith will advance from vague concept to something vibrant, precise, and forceful. My child, I am not simply touching your physical frame, but your mind as well. With each recitation of my word, negative thoughts, dread, and gnawing anxieties will begin loosening their grip. Your mind shall renew itself, aligning with my wisdom and calm. The troubles once haunting you, the weighty cares once immobilizing you, will lose the capacity to influence you. Know that as my words set down roots in your heart, you will resist the sway of changeable emotions, being governed by my unassailable tranquility. And not only your body and mind, your spirit is also embraced in this transformation. Through your constant profession of my pledges, rooted on the unmovable bed I laid down, you will perceive my presence enveloping you like a glorious garment. That emptiness or distance you once felt will no longer trouble you. You will sense me more intimately than you have before. You will be aware of my love inundating your heart, my joy overflowing in your spirit, my peace drenching you like a cool waterfall. As you cultivate faith, as you commit your trust wholly to me, watch the high mountains in your journey begin to shift. The blockers that once stymied your progress will be cleared. The gates that once seemed sealed will crack open. Even the tests you believed unconquerable will transform into living proof of my magnificence in your life. Stay keen, my child, for when my power is revealed, you will see the maladies receding, like the morning haze dissolving before the sun's ascent. One day, you will awaken to realize your pain is gone, your fatigue has lifted, the condition that once drained you has been replaced by my dominion. You will know without question that this is not luck, not random chance, but my mighty presence guiding you, curing you, bringing wholeness to you. My child, your miracle no longer lingers far away. It commenced the instant you decided to trust. From the moment you resolved that my word would be the sole truth in your life, everything began unfolding. Reject doubt. Resist letting your current ordeal prompt confusion. Resist letting your immediate circumstances blot out the knowledge that I am the faultless Lord who cannot fail. Keep professing. Keep letting my words fill your soul. Cling firmly to the assurances I have bestowed. Doing so will reveal my activity in ways you never dreamed possible. You will watch impossibilities yield to possibility. You will witness not just physical healing, but emotional, psychological, and spiritual renewal reverberate through every arena of your life. Beyond bodily healing, my child, turn your thoughts forward in expectation. Advance with unwavering trust. Let your voice ring with declarations. Let your spirit overflow with faith. Let your gaze cling to me, for I do not give promises I will not honor. I do not utter words to then overlook them. If I have said it, it surely will be achieved. Not only shall your body find renewal, but your spirit likewise. You will discern that I have always stood by you, waiting for the chance to fill your soul the moment you open yourself. You will observe my radiance dispelling the dark within your heart, chasing away old hurts, bitterness, and scars you carried. You will be liberated from intangible weights that have pressed on your spirit. Then you shall progress in freedom, owning a calm heart, a resolved spirit, and an indestructible faith. My dearly beloved child, recognize that the marvel unfolding in you surpasses mere physical repair. Indeed, I mend your agony, I lift your exhaustion and frailty, but I am also performing a more majestic work. I am reaching the most concealed segments of your essence, where ancient wounds haven't fully mended, where you still bear sorrow you believed long gone. I am offering new life to your heart, curing the injuries time or humans cannot touch, stripping you of burdens you've shouldered for ages, the anxieties, the apprehensions, the distressing recollections bound to you. Likewise, your mind receives renewal. The self-defeating notions and half-truths you carried for so long are gradually being dispelled. In their stead appears reality, reality that proclaims you are cherished, treasured, molded for a grand mission. You are no longer confined by the boundaries of this world. Instead, you walk in a realm of clarity, seeing your genuine value in me. And furthermore, your soul finds revival. Every corner that seemed parched now regains its bloom. Dreams you thought vanished reawaken. The joy you assumed was gone now returns to fill your heart. I am rebuilding you, not only outwardly but from your innermost parts. I am shaping you anew, granting you a liberated spirit, an unwavering heart, and a soul brimming with compassion. Hence, my beloved child, take this gift with all sincerity and gratitude. May the miracle I enact within you not become just a brief happening, but a lifelong transformation. March ahead with a sense of purpose, certain that your identity is no longer bound to what has passed, but to a newly created reality, alive, fortified, and loved beyond measure. As you live in alignment with this knowledge, the ripple effect will not stop within you, but spread to everyone around you. The light you carry will beam forth, and through that light, countless souls will be touched and renewed. I witnessed your anguish. I have observed every silent wound buried in the corners of your heart, each tear that fell unnoticed. I am aware of those late hours when you remained still, overwhelmed by tangled thoughts and burdens too huge to shoulder. I heard every stifled sob when the burdens of life felt inescapable. Oh, my precious child, keep this in mind. I have been attentive all along. I know the clashes you've braved, the moments you collapsed, the instances you questioned your own worth. I watched the seeds of hesitation sprout in your mind, the hidden terrors holding you captive in dimness. I saw illness sapping your vitality, fatigue weighing on your soul, the junctures when you felt so near surrender. Nonetheless, my child, I have also witnessed your inner light. I saw your faith, though tested. It never fully went out. I recognized your glimmers of hope, though slight, it has not disappeared. I noticed your deep yearning, the longing to heal, to recover, to advance out of gloom into brilliant light. I saw you at every struggle to rise again, every time you clung to belief instead of despair, every quivering second you stretched out your hand to me. On this day, my precious child, I declare, I am the God of wonders. I am the all-powerful one who shaped the heavens and earth by my word. I am the one who split the waters so my people might cross safely. I am the one who brought water from a stony place and manna from the skies to feed my own when they stood with nothing. I gave the lame legs to walk, restored sight to the blind, healed the infirm, and called the dead out of their tombs. Understand this, my works did not end with the past. I am the God of yesterday, of now, and of eternity. I am setting the stage to carry out something extraordinary in your life right now. You may have presumed that your years were defined by loss alone, but I shall deliver a revival larger than every loss you've endured. You might have believed your sickness would cage you forever, but my healing hand is about to rest upon you, imparting vigor you have never known. You might have once thought your aspirations were beyond revival, but I am igniting within you a fresh blaze, a renewal, a shining vision. My child, prepare your heart, stretch your hands wide, because the blessings I'm ready to pour upon you defy measurement. I will reverse the irreversible. I will open doors that nobody can seal shut. I will lead you into territories you never envisaged reaching. I will cure you in manners beyond human intellect. The affliction you've borne will morph into a testimony of my overwhelming might. The tears you've cried won't be wasted, for I'll use them to water the seeds of brand new opportunities in your life. And soon, sooner than you think, you will gaze back and realize that all I have done was complete and marvelous. You are not without companionship in this quest. I stand by you constantly. If you move in shadows, I am the guiding glow. If you grow faint, I am your place of repose. If you feel terror, I am your refuge. If your strength fades, I am your fortitude. Retain my pledges. Grip your faith unwaveringly, for a miraculous season lies just ahead. You shall behold impossibilities bending into possibilities. You shall discover that I did not ignore your pleas. You will witness my hand stepping in, shifting your situation in an astonishing way. My dearest child, your current struggle is not futile, nor mere happenstance. I realize there are times when this course appears bitterly severe, when tribulations won't relent, and you wonder why your journey involves such blazes, such floods, days filled with ache and adversity. Still, my child, absorb my counsel. Every footstep, every test is shaping you, refining you like gold purified in fire, making you more prized, more solid, and shining in the glory I have readied. Let your heart fathom that nothing I permit in your world lacks a reason. The blaze you trudge through is not meant to consume, but to refine you, freeing you of whatever doesn't align with you, peeling away any encumbrance that deters you from flourishing in the fullness I ordained. As a goldsmith uses a crucible to melt away dross, ensuring the gold glows in radiant purity, so am I using these trials to mold you, molding your heart so that you sparkle with my beauty, so that you stand unshakable like never before. My child, fear not this passage. Do not focus on what you see and allow your heart to quake. Do not let troubles blind you to the fact that I am walking with you, clasping your hand, stepping out front to smooth your route. Bear in mind, adversity does not steer you, nor does hardship direct you. I do. My guidance upholds every stride. Sometimes you can feel so weighed down by this load that it seems each step is a burden, that merely inhaling has grown laborious. I know, my child. I recognize the periods you almost give up, the occasions you doubt your ability to persevere. But heed my voice. You are not supporting these burdens alone. I am raising you. I am stripping off the suffocating burdens, the personal anguish, the internal warfare, the concealed worries. I know them all, and I shall not let you tread them without any outcome. Every tear you have shed, each raw place in your heart, I observe them, and I am converting them for your benefit. You may not see it yet, you may not entirely comprehend, but be assured that I do not allow you to suffer meaninglessly. Lift your head and look forward. Cast away fixations on today's sorrow, for I am preparing something far grander. What you endure now is not your last chapter. This hardship is a segment along the way, one that I'm shepherding you through, to a loftier realm, a place where your old yokes no longer hinder, a space where you walk liberated, fortified, and radiant. My child, picture an eagle. In its youth, it's sheltered in a secure nest. At some point, however, it must learn to fly. Remaining in the nest forever is impossible. It cannot remain in its cocoon of safety. It must unfurl its wings with bravery, soar upward and meet the fierce winds. Those very gales that once evoked fear lift it higher, forging it sturdier. The same pattern applies to you, my child. These challenges are not here to break you, but to elevate you. I am positioning you for something mightier, escorting you to a horizon unchained from past anxieties, untouched by your former struggles. By traversing this tribulation in trust, you will see that I am remaking you, endowing you with an internal potency you didn't realize existed. My child, instead of asking why this route, ask what lessons I intend you to glean. Recognize that you are not enduring this alone. When you sense yourself collapsing, I am securing you. When you believe you lack the strength to advance, I am carrying you. When you identify your most vulnerable point, that is precisely where I reveal my utmost power. These trials are not your conclusion. They are your commencement. The saga of your life persists. I am unveiling a fresh chapter, a chapter in which you eventually see that each hardship endured, each tear spilled, had significance. You will not just find recovery, but you will rise with profound faith and a resilience that cannot be shaken. So, my child, summon courage. Look ahead through faith's eyes. No, I do not leave you confined in suffering, but steer you through it, remaking you, escorting you toward a gentler space. Never let trepidation immobilize you. Never let suspicion cause you to forget all I've promised. I vowed never to leave your side, and I have never failed my word. I promised to refresh you, and I'm doing so right now. Saturate your heart with optimism. Let praise spill from your lips. Let peace dwell in your spirit, for I labor on your behalf. I am lifting you up. I am readjusting your path toward heights beyond what you anticipated. You are not your past. My dear child, heed my words. You are not pinned by yesteryear's errors, and you are not subject to earthly confines placed around you. Your earlier missteps do not decide your identity. Your defeats do not seal off the vast possibilities I have in store. Do not let your former flaws forge walls of shame and dread. Do not let what others say confine you to narrow constraints. I did not create you to live under a sentence of guilt, but rather in liberty, in light, and enveloped by the grandeur I've gifted. Comprehend that your authentic identity is found not in the labels affixed by the world, but in my love for you. Even before your first breath, I treasured you. Before you knew my name, I had already uttered yours. You are not fashioned incidentally or without deeper reason. Your existence carries a design, a calling, and a worth that I decreed at the dawn of time. You are not molded by life's odds. You are not blocked by the circumstances you've survived. You walk covered in my endless love, fortified by my overflowing grace, and journey with my divine plan. Whatever I decree for you cannot be stripped away. No force can cancel my proclamations for you. My child, in moments of affliction, when doubt infiltrates your thoughts, when voices within say you aren't strong enough, not worthy enough, stand unyielding. Do not permit gloom to obscure my light. Do not let deceptions asphyxiate the hope within your soul. Do not allow crashing waves to drown your faith. Always remember you aren't as powerless as you may think. Recall that there is a might in you exceeding any obstacle. It's a might not rooted in your own perfection, but originating from me, the God who shaped you, who resides in you. When you glance in a mirror and note shortcomings, I see a wondrous creation molded in my likeness. When you feel insufficient, I see a valiant warrior standing in faith. When you sense you are but a speck in a massive world, I see a precious heir. I have singled you out for astounding purposes. My child, you cannot measure your value by worldly yardsticks. You are not merely an outcome of your triumphs or setbacks. Your worth is not tied to your accomplishments, but to your essence. The person I formed, adorned with my love. Do not measure yourself by the reviews of others. Do not allow anyone to obscure your mind to the reality that, in my eyes, you are a jewel. Do not let them persuade you that your impact is minimal. In me, you carry infinite weight. Walk forward confidently, knowing you were formed for a reason. Each breath, each sunrise affirms, I am not finished crafting my story in you. No matter your environment, no matter the challenges, know that I stay near. No adversity can break our bond. No trouble can drive me away. I am the constant one, the keeper of covenants, the one who always stands firm, forever active in your life, even should you fail to see it. My child, raise your gaze. Avoid dwelling on your defeats. Cease being restricted by the world's limitations. Leave behind your nagging fears. Gaze upon me. Move forth with total trust, secure in the knowledge that I am forging a path, making good plans, ensuring that you can never lose your way if you remain rooted in me. Let your belief surpass your reservations. Let the hope within conquer your fears. Let my love cast light upon the gloom in your core. When society shouts that it's beyond your ability, remember, I proclaim you can. If hardships insist you will not succeed, recall that I have already placed victory in your hands. If the enemy murmurs that you're simply an unremarkable soul, hold on to the call I placed in you that no one else can fulfill. My child, arise. Stand bold and fearless. Live as someone who knows their belovedness, who is aware of their dignity, who no longer dwells in the shadows of the past, but journeys confidently into a tomorrow filled with expectancy. Walk as a person enveloped in grace, led by affection, specifically assigned to be a light. Do not let your old story hold you in its grip. Do not let angst stop you from entering into the next page I have prepared. Do not let spiteful tongues push you to forget that a mighty God stands at your side. Your future isn't simply a trail stretching out. It is a priceless bounty, an infinite heritage unrivaled by anything on this earth. Money, accolades, position, and all that is tangible under the sun, however bright, are but illusions that fade quickly, like mist that evaporates in the morning sun. They do not define your essence, nor can they restrain your soul with their short-lived chain. Hence, do not bind your heart to the fleeting. Do not sacrifice eternal bliss for pursuits that time can whisk away at any second. Ask yourself this: what remains eternal, truly yours for all time? Monetary assets, positions, or any possession might vanish. That which you assumed would bring security, an impressive dwelling, a steady livelihood, the esteem of peers, can scatter like dust. If you anchor your entire sense of joy in such ephemeral foundations, how can you be certain it won't slip away? I do not direct you to shirk your duties or reject your advantages, but I do urge you to avoid becoming enslaved by them. Do not allow your soul to be weighed down by things that do not endure. Should your mind become fixated on material concerns, recognition, or status, you will find they slip through your grip like grains of sand. The more rigid your grip, the faster they vanish. I want you to discern that life's essence is not bound to what you obtain or accomplish. The focal point is your heart's transformation, how you live and love, and what truly defines you at your core. So, refocus. Liberate your heart from fleeting pursuits. Search for that which truly matters, that which does not shift with time. Draw near to me. Let me be your ultimate source of solace. Clutch me with every fiber of your being, your spirit, your longing. When you truly come to me, not just with words, but in wholehearted assurance, you will receive the most priceless gift, a treasure that cannot be plundered or decimated by time. This gift transcends anything in this realm. It is neither hoards of gold nor guaranteed fame. It is eternal life, a flame that never dims, a joy that has no boundaries. It is the peace the world could never promise, the liberty no one can strip from you, Upon receiving me, you'll understand that no threat in this world can unnerve you. Storms will not instill fear in you. Shifting tides will not overthrow you, because you grip the one who remains immovable, my love. So let those anxieties fall away. Release every worry about the future, like waves receding from the shoreline. Let me shoulder your troubles, that your spirit may soar high, weightless like a bird gliding across the endless sky. Grow accustomed to trusting that which you have yet to witness, but assuredly exists. For what I claim will never dissolve, and those claimed by me will never be snubbed. Reflect that your purpose wasn't to be consumed by life's worries. Your calling wasn't to chase transient illusions, but to walk into a glory that never fades. Your future isn't fated to be an endless cycle of tension, nor a marathon with no finish. It is a voyage guided by hope, a voyage wherein you will unearth your true self. That is the path I have already established for you, an outcome more splendid than you can conceive. My precious child, may your soul stand solid like stone against the pounding waves. May your spirit be like a towering oak reaching heavenward amid howling winds. Don't let the swirl of life overturn your stability, for I control every occurrence. Nothing happens outside my will. No affliction can undo my plan for you. Banish fear, cast aside uncertainty. Let your trust be firmly rooted in my timeless truth, and you will stand strong despite the shifting tides of this existence. All that I teach is not an echo from yore, but a lamp lighting each stride you make. If you feel lost among choices, if the crossroads stretch out endlessly, come back to my words. They serve as a lamp in blackness, a compass directing you across uncertain waters. My words do not simply offer direction, they inflame wisdom, fortitude, and expectation within. You no longer need to walk trembling, knowing every pace rests in my hands, safeguarded by my presence. My child, your soul is not brittle or prone to fracture. I have imparted you with remarkable resilience, a blaze that can't be snuffed out. Do not let adversity blind you to this fact. Do not let reproach or the world's doubts make you shrink, pause, or relinquish your bravery. Within you dwells the divine breath, a wellspring of grace that endures. Let it stream unimpeded. Fill your soul with the life and vigor I have entrusted to you. The blessings I have ordained for you are not remote fantasies. They await you on the path just ahead. Nonetheless, to seize them, you must be willing to move ahead, to rely on me, to live by my instructions. Never allow unease to hold you in place. Never allow self-imposed boundaries to deter you from taking hold of greater things. When you step forward in confidence and surrender, you will see that I have already equipped you. I do not summon you to walk a road for which you are unprepared. The battles you face do not intend your destruction, but your refinement, to strengthen your resolve, to mature you, to make you able to welcome the destiny I assigned you. Recall, my child, that the talents I gifted you must not be buried or concealed. They are not seeds that remain forgotten in darkness, but lights to shine, young sprouts that require nourishment to rise. I have given you gifts, talents, and even blessings, not so you may hide them in fearful secrecy, but so you can be a radiant lamp in this world, an instrument in my hands, a guiding flame for those lost in dread. Question not your value. Do not imagine yourself too insignificant to influence. Each deed you complete in genuineness and devotion wields more power than you can fathom. Stand up. Let the abilities I placed in you come into plain sight. Let them flourish. Dismiss the idea that you're inadequate. Dismiss the thought that you're incapable, because I remain with you, and nothing stands beyond my reach. Sow the seeds I've set in your care. You will see a lush harvest. The seeds you sow today grow into towering trees that granting shade and nourishment not just to you but to many others. I intended your life for more than mere survival. I created you to blaze brightly, not to bow to terror, but to tread confidently in the abundance I have designed. You were not shaped to cower at fear, but to hold your head high, imbued with boldness and peace of mind. Move forward with assurance, remembering you carry in your heart an incomparable treasure. Never forget, I am not solely present in the instances you are robust. I remain even in your frailties, in your moments of self-doubt, in times when you think you lack what it takes. Fear nothing, for in your smaller moments I achieve some of my grandest works. I refine and shape you into a version of yourself that is more resilient than you imagined, the self I visualized from the beginning. Therefore, my child, stand your ground. Embrace everything that materializes with boldness, for all of it figures into my divine script. Do not be fearful of stepping into the purpose I carved out for you. Do not postpone extending your arms to receive the gifts I readied. Your aptitudes, your aspirations did not surface by accident. I etched them carefully together. A purposeful, meaningful life. My beloved, let your thirst for knowledge and discernment act as your compass in this life. Resist apathy or laziness that robs you of critical opportunities to advance. Real growth does not come from trivialities or temporary fixes, but from studying, reflecting, from the hours you resolve to seek solutions not just intellectually, but from your depths. Keep your spirit prepared to expand, always craving new revelations, broadening your view. Don't grow content with your present knowledge, for the reservoir of wisdom knows no bounds. Treat your soul like fruitful ground, eager for fresh seeds of insight each day. Feed your mind with wholesomeness. Reject that which is shallow or fleeting. Do not devote your hours to pursuits lacking lasting impact. Instead, utilize each instant to learn, to widen your mind, to shape yourself the way I intend. But do not forget, my child, amid your pursuit of growth, you must guard your physical well-being. Your body is no trivial creation, but the sacred vessel I made for you to fulfill the mighty mission I assign. Avoid carelessness. Do not allow it to weaken due to neglect. Pay attention to your well-being, both for yourself and those dearest to you, those who care about you, those I placed in your path that you might journey together. You must not treat your body lightly, for each day you awake, breathe, and act is a bountiful gift. Adore it. Heed the signals your body gives. Care for it with gratitude. Don't be so weighed down by life's battles that you forget the critical importance of maintaining your health. If your body is strong, you can carry out so many things. You can fulfill your calling with the boundless energy I instilled in you. And my child, do not postpone the things that truly matter. Do not neglect the most valuable pursuits based on the assumption that you have plenty of time. You are unaware of tomorrow's events, lacking the ability to clearly foresee the coming day, yet you hold today in your hands. Use it wisely. Don't leave any loving word unspoken for a time yet to come. Don't place your cherished aspirations on an indefinite pause, believing you have a lifetime to chase them. Don't wait for impeccable circumstances before you start, for second chances are never guaranteed. Every day gifted to you is precious, an opportunity I bestow upon you to live, to care, to serve. Don't permit inaction to rob you of it. Don't allow your mental justifications to hamper you from what is genuinely meaningful. By recognizing the preciousness of time, you understand that each moment holds value, that each day you remain alive can bring you closer to the magnificent future I designed. My child, I have granted you the strength to stride forward, to grapple with difficulties, to climb mountainous obstacles you once believed insurmountable. Never let terror or inertia restrain you. Do not let trivia steer you from your God-given reason for being. I did not plan you for a common existence, but rather to journey in radiance, striving toward the breathtaking reality I have laid out. Unleash the power I embedded within you. Rest assured you hold everything needed to accomplish the tasks I set before you. Never distrust yourself, nor measure your accomplishments by anyone else's. You follow a different route, endowed with a mission that is uniquely yours, and I have outfitted you with every required tool. Stand firm, don't vacillate, press on in belief and tenacity. Let every day you exist serve as a move toward something valuable. Let each deed you undertake have deep meaning, for yourself and for those around you. Shun a superficial life. Do not permit your days to bleed into emptiness. Turn each day into a memory worth recalling. A day you conclude with confidence that you fully inhabited it, that you adored without restraint, and took advantage of every ounce of might and faith I have implanted. Bear in mind, I am right here. You never walk this earth alone. I do not let you face uncertainties unaccompanied. If weariness overcomes you, come to me. If doubts form, hear my whisper. If you require stamina, know that I have already bestowed it upon you. My child, live each day to its fullest potential. Embrace the open doors before you. March ahead courageously and let insight and comprehension guide your way. Squander nothing and don't push off vital things into someday. Your life is an unrivaled adventure, and I want you to experience every season wholeheartedly, and without any remorse. I did not create you solely for existence, but to spark change. Lead a life worthy of your calling, a life illuminating the dark corners, a life saturated with my glory. Acting so, you'll discover nothing this world holds can rival the exuberance of following the path you were formed to walk. My beloved child, trust in that brightness. Advance unhesitatingly. Fear nothing, doubt nothing, for my presence accompanies you continuously. I do not desert you, even when you feel isolated, when you suspect no one comprehends your heart. I watch each step you take. I lift you each time you stumble. I guide you if you are convinced you've reached your limit. So my child, never fear the night. Never let your prior missteps inhibit you. Never allow ancient injuries to confine you in sorrow, blinding you to the radiant path I set before you. You weren't born to lug your yesterdays. The stumbles, the heartbreak, the times you faltered, these do not hold ownership over you. They have no authority to chain you or drag you back. Release them. Abandon your former life like a chapter turned, akin to rain passing into memory. Let your spirit remain unburdened, so you may walk ahead with renewed optimism, an awakened soul, and revived anticipation. I do not wish to see you exist in guilt, nor weigh you down with sorrow I have already offered to remove. Yes, there are times you feel worn, drained by anxieties and uncertainties. You glance over your mistakes, your losses, those unfulfilled plans, and blame yourself. You judge yourself as unfit, as too fragile to move forward. Yet, my child, I didn't fashion you for this despair. I did not form you so you would wear sorrow and self-condemnation without end. If you insist on keeping a firm grip on these burdens, how can you advance with confidence? If you bind yourself to what you can't change, how can you embrace the new I've prepared? Release them. Place every burden on my shoulders. I want to carry your troubles, to dry your tears. You do not need to do it all alone, nor must you brace yourself for every conflict in solitude. I stand prepared to hold you up, to take these loads from you, if you decide to surrender them. Once you emancipate your heart from outworn fetters, you will see your new journey unfold. A road of harmony, delight, and promise. No more fear, no more oppressive doubts, no more fretting over the future, for I have gone before you, clearing the path. Trust me, move onward. Allow faith to flood your heart, driving away disbelief and confusion. When faith takes hold, nothing can topple you. Armed with that certainty, no trial will conquer you. My child, you don't need to shoulder all of it. I see your fatigue, I see how long you've tried, I see the instances you believed your strength was fully spent. But do not fear, you never face it alone. The moment for you to cease straining in solitude has arrived. The moment has come to put down your burdens and let my hands restore your soul. I will refurbish you. I will remedy your innermost scars, the hidden traumas you've concealed away. I will infuse you with renewed vitality, enabling you to rise once more, continuing your quest with invigorated purpose and hope. Grant me the authority to transform you from the inside out. Let the sorrows fade into my perfect peace. Let me saturate your spirit with love, unwavering trust, and an undying light. As you hand over control to me, nothing in creation can triumph over you. No dread can keep you hostage. No defeat can define your identity. You will grasp that you were destined to overcome, to grow powerful, to live a life endowed with significance. Thus, step forward boldly, Press on without glancing behind. Keep peace in your soul, certain you are never deserted. I am by your side. I remain next to you. I hold your hand and vow never to let go. Embrace life unburdened by your past, a life where each morning is a new prospect to develop, to grow stronger, to seize the miraculous blessings I have readied. A prayer of healing and faith, Lord. I believe that you are the Almighty, the one who achieves infinitely more than anything I might ask or envision. You parted the waters, you revived the dead, you cured the sick. Today I come before you in faith. I believe that in this instant, your healing power flows within me, renewing me, reviving me, and lifting away every ache in my body. Compassionate Father, I open my heart to welcome your boundless love and curative grace. I do not give way to doubt or anxiety, for I know you are actively restoring me at this very second, even if I cannot yet perceive it. I recognize that my healing is real. I accept unreserved restoration. I receive newfound vigor. I accept the abundant blessings you bestow. I thank you for the wonder taking place right now. Lord, I stand upon your promises today. I say confidently that no plan raised against me will thrive. I assert that by your wounds I have been made whole. I pronounce that any illness must depart me now, for I belong to you, and this body is the dwelling of your Spirit. Your strength is alive within me, and I proceed in complete healing. Lord, I refuse to trust my own perspectives alone. I invest all my confidence in you. Although my physical senses detect no shift, I am convinced you piece every element together for my benefit. I won't let doubt or dread override my trust. I understand that you remain forever loyal, that you never leave me, and you will finish the good labor you started. Loving Father, I am aware that you recognize my plight, my fights, my periods of fatigue, yet I also trust that you are moving within me. I don't wait for a miracle in uncertainty, but in happy anticipation, because you never go back on your word, and my healing is presently accomplished. May my life reflect your magnificence. Lord, I yield all my hurts, my afflictions, my dreads to you. I relinquish every oppressive load, for I remember you bore them on the cross. This day I walk liberated, experiencing the healing you grant. I refuse the shackles of affliction, for I am redeemed. You have called me by name, and I am yours. Lord, I do not pray solely for physical restoration, but also the mending of my mind and spirit. Reinvent me from the inside out. Instill in me a heart filled with unwavering hope and faith. Lift the burdens I have borne for so long, and replace them with your flawless tranquility. May my entire being, body, mind, and soul be renewed in your splendor. Lord, I rebuke every shackle of disease, each negative utterance, every boundary the world set upon me. I will not be chained by my yesterdays, by fear or by unbelief. I am your child, crafted with awe-inspiring intention. I move freely in your illumination, certain that from this moment, miracles burst forth inside me. Lord, I thank you for your steadfast devotion. I thank you for hearing my supplications and responding in my favor. I thank you because even now you are touching me, refreshing me, removing illness, and filling me with renewed life. I will praise you perpetually, for I realize your signs never come too late. My beloved child, what you have just received is not the end. It is the beginning of transformation. I have spoken life into you, stirred your spirit, and awakened truth within your heart. But do not let this moment pass like a breeze. Return, refill, reignite. Each message you hear here is not mere content. It is my voice calling you deeper. So come back, not out of habit, but out of hunger. Let this be your altar, your secret place, your spiritual well. I will meet you here again and again, with fresh strength, healing, direction, and clarity for the days ahead. Subscribe not for the algorithm, but for your alignment. Turn on every reminder, not just for notification, but for divine visitation. Share this not just to inspire, but to rescue someone else who needs my voice today. I am not finished with you. Your best days are not behind. They are waiting to be unlocked through the very words I will continue to speak. So come, again and again, for I am here, and I will never stop pouring out. Amen.